Hello and welcome to another edition of Up the Reds with me, Andy Canby. How are we? I hope we're all well. Okay, so we play Wolves tomorrow. This is going to be a bit of a chirpy one after my last one. I thought uh, after some comments saying that I was a bit miserable on there, I was really. I mean, so would you be if the season that we've had and what's going on with the FSG and obviously that Hillsborough message from the police. So anyway, that's all gone now. Let's talk about what's happening forthwith. Now, as I'm making this, our under-18s are playing Ipswich in the Youth FA Cup. So as soon as I've done this, I'll whap that on LFC TV and get watching that. So hopefully they can get through to the next round, and if they do, they'll either play Stoke or West Ham, which is going to be good. The women's team, they're playing at home to Reading on Sunday, 2 o'clock kickoff. No doubt that'll be on LFC TV. And no under 21s game. They play on Tuesday at 2 o'clock against Rochdale in I think it's the Lancashire Seniors Cup or something like that. So that's going to be at Kirby training ground. Okay, so Jurgen's press conference. He was a bit cheery. Questions asked about people coming back into the squad next week. Looks like Diego Jota is going to get a full week's training under his belt from next week. He's been running, been doing a bit sessions behind the cameras when the cameras go away, and so he's going to be back. Virgil, not a million miles off. Bobby, still a week or two, I think, away, but they're all doing the rehab, and it's all coming along well. If I've missed anybody, I do apologise. But yeah, so Jurgen was told, he's seen little chinks of improvement, and me being what I've been miserable of late. I'm hoping that's true. What I'm looking for in this Wolves game, Wolves will make changes to when we last played them against in the FA Cup. They'll have Neves will be back in. Nunes will be back. Nunes will be back in for him as well. So they'll have a stronger midfield. They'll play the high pressing game and look at their speed at getting at us early doors. But interesting. I'd like to see up front. I'd like to see Cody Gakpo play on the left-hand side, Darwin down the middle, and Mo on the right-hand side. Midfield, I'd like to see young Batacek starting with Naby and AN another, maybe Thiago. If not Thiago, Hendo. If not Hendo, I know you're going to all slate me for this, right? I know Fabs and Hendo, they're both having a really poor second half of the season. But, we've got to be looking at turning the corner. And I'm hoping that this game is going to be, because next game is going to be Everton at home. And that's going to be Sean Dyche's first game in charge at Anfield for Everton. So he'll be looking to get something over. I mean, they do play, the Blue Noses do play Arsenal tomorrow. So it'll be interesting to see what kind of formation he play. Well, it'll be 4-4-2, knowing Sean Dyche. That's the only way he knows how to play. And long ball merchant, slowing the game down, etc. But that's Arsenal's problem, not ours tomorrow. As I say, we've got Wolves tomorrow, so there'll be a different proposition for us. They'll have a manager who'll be jumping up and down on the touchline, typical bloody Spaniard. Okay, another Arteta Mark II. So, but yeah, I'm I just want a good performance by the boys. You know, we heard from Robbo, we must do better. We've heard from Elliot, we must do better. We've heard from Darwin Núñez, we must do better. You know, and everything. Just on that front, we don't seem to hear much from Jordan Henderson, the captain, in any recent games afterwards. Any comments on that? So, bit interesting. Now he's the club captain, and even Millie's saying we've got to do better, etc. So we all know you lads have got to do better, but you've got to show it on the pitch. And let's start with that tomorrow. Let's be positive. Let's go out, put on a performance, okay, and let's get a result. Let's not concede early, which causes us nightmares chasing a game, because we've not been very good at chasing games. But yeah, midfield's same. Obviously, Ibu's out in the centre-half position, so Ali in goals. I'm going to throw one in the spanner for you here. Don't shoot me down, but I just think in the last couple of games he's not been at it. Defensively wise, you think I'm going to say Trent, aren't you? No, I'm going to say Robbo. Give Tsimikas a run out against Wolves. I thought he did all right against them. You know, he was good, getting stuck in, etc., giving away free kicks and things, defending more than attacking there. So yeah, and then we've got. I think Joel Mata will just have to come back in with Gomez. You know, Nat Phillips. You know, he's not done maybe one bad game I've seen him this season. And that was against Palace, but I just think with his head being turned a few times, I bet he thought he was leaving us this transfer window, and it looks like it. Obviously, when Ibu got injured, he's now firmly in. So he could be Nat Phillips, Gomez, or he could be Nat Phillips, Matip. I've no idea on that front as well, and obviously Trent to go right back, but he's going to get a test down that, because more defensively as well. But yeah, so looking forward to the game. I'll do a piece if I can't manage to watch the game tomorrow. I'll do a piece on the game on Sunday when I've watched the full game on LFC TV, or I might surprise you. I might do a piece after the game's finished tomorrow, but it all depends on where I am, what I'm doing, and can I get hold of somewhere to watch the game. Just want to mention another thing regarding our Champions League opponents, Real Madrid. I watched their game last night against Valencia. They were good. Second half, they were good. They won the game 2-0. First half, they just couldn't find the breakthrough, but they were quick, especially down the flanks. They were really, really quick. Benzema's picked up a knock behind his knee, but I just think he'll be back for playing against us. But they have pace of abundance up top. They will be a real threat. I mean, Modric and Kroos played in midfield. I mean, they must have a combined age of 60-something, but they bossed that midfield. The movement, the running, getting the young legs around them to do a lot of the running and ball work. As soon as they won the ball back, they'd find Kroos and and he just was they were just spraying the ball about all over the place, making the young lads do all the running for them. So yeah, Modric is one hell of a class act, and he will be against us. So yeah, it was going wow, how we're going to contain this team, because they were very good yesterday against Valencia. Right, that's all for me. Okay, so have a boss evening, and hopefully I'll speak to you in the next day or two. And Reds get the 3 points. Up the Reds.